So I am about to pull into a section of the White River. If you know anything about fishing in Arkansas, of course you've heard of the world famous White River because it puts out so many big browns. I'm actually not fishing that stretch. The White River is a very long river system. It is most famous for the 36 to 40 mile stretch of trout water that holds below Bull Shoals Dam. But we are a long ways above that, below Beaver Lake Dam, Beaver Tailwaters, some people call it Beaver Tailwaters, some people call it the White River. The reason we are here today is I wanted to show you guys my favorite way to nymph in still water, and this is the closest fishery, really like the main fishery in Arkansas, that just has a ton of very slow moving, like frog water, stuff that you usually would not fish on a trout stream. But the thing about those big still pools is that they often hold the largest fish. While they may not feed as aggressively, they may not be as easy to catch, of course, but that's usually where the biggest fish live because they do not have to move much to be there. I'm gonna hold you still because I'm turning in here. I would like to note that I am on a back road and that I would not be talking to a camera while driving down the interstate. All right, I just pulled up. Okay. So what we're gonna do today is we are going to throw small Marabou jigs. They kind of work like balance leeches. If you've seen any of my videos, you know I'm a big fan of Marabou jigs in like all shapes and colors when it comes to fly fishing. But I've never made a video about like basically finessing them in still water on small tippet with small Marabou jigs. So we're gonna use 1/125th of an ounce Marabou jigs, and on 5X below, just like a pinch on football indicator by lightning strike. So it's just enough to keep the jig afloat, and we're just gonna suspend them about 6 inches off the bottom in that still water. So there's not a lot of movement, there's not gonna be a whole lot of mending or anything like that. We're basically casting it, letting it hit, sink, and then just letting it sit for about 20 seconds and then casting again. But I'm gonna get geared up and then I'll take you guys down to the water and show you what I'm talking about down there. So it is a warm day in December. It's been pretty cold lately. I just got lucky enough today to get some nice weather worthy of a t-shirt. I probably will not keep this thing as my only shirt. Probably wear like a sweater or something just in case, because the sun is going to be dipping on me here in about 2 hours. The time of day has nothing to do with our fishing today. It's not like I'm getting here before evening or anything with a purpose. I just overslept and had a bunch of chores around the house before I could get going. All right. That'll work. Not the best look, but I don't think the trout will care too much. So what I'm going to be using today, let's see, got some here, got some here. Is that the right size? Yeah, cool, perfect. All right, I'm going to flip you around. So what I'm going to use today, these Marabou jigs, 1/125th of an ounce. There's a couple olive ones on the outside there. There's some olive and brown on the inside. Then we're going to use these football lightning strike indicators. All right, so we are walking down to the river now. I am using a Moonshine 6-weight with a Galvin 6-weight reel. This is actually my girlfriend's rod, but I totally steal it from her every chance I get because I really enjoy fishing with it. And she ain't here, so she can't get mad. So what we're doing today with these little jigs, this is the most common thing I do when I'm fishing with someone who is new to fly fishing, to be able to put them on fish, because it's just the easiest and most forgiving way I know to get consistent eats on a fly rod. All right, so I just got rigged up. Show you my setup. So my leader is kind of crappy, just being lazy. So I've got a knot here from like 20 pound, probably 12 pound, probably 6 pound, and then 5X. You should never put your leader knots that close together. just because it doesn't turn over as easy. But you know, I'm just being kind of lazy, and I'm hoping that I don't live to regret the decision to not redo that. But usually when you're lazy, it comes back and bites you in the ass when you have a big fish. But you know, we'll see how it goes. So I've got that set up. What we're gonna do is basically just drop it in the water. Usually the fish will feel it hit the water, even if you cast gently just with their lateral lines. They'll turn around to see what hit, and they'll see it drop. And they either like to grab it right on the drop. Sometimes you'll see it suspended and they'll dance around it before they eat it. Now I've caught a lot of fish doing this. I've caught a lot of big fish doing this. This is my absolute favorite way to fish still water. But yeah, I'm gonna pull you over here and see if we can catch a few. I'm gonna give it a few more casts, and if I'm not catching fish, it means I need to change my depth. There he is. This is a pretty sturdy trout. I don't think he's big enough to warrant. That's a nice fish. It's a beautiful fish too. Let's see what we got here. Hooked right in the top of the mouth, just top center, you know. Pop that off, and man, that really got in there. It's not even barbed, it's just set on there kind of weird. There we go, cool. But yeah, first fish of the day. Not a bad one. Good start. Nice fish there. I wasn't sure if that was, there he goes. It's low light out here. It's that like low vis light. So I really can't see my indicator because it's yellow and there's just such a glare on the water coming right at me. But I've missed a couple fish just because I'm like, well, I don't know if they're there or not. That one actually felt pretty sturdy. There's a fish. Oh, there he goes. There he is. Oh man. See, that's the second fish I've lost on this fly. That means I need to check my hook. Sometimes when you're shaving the barb, you can kind of overdo it. And yep, no hook tip. Totally broke off the tip of the hook when I was shaving the barb. That's why I've been losing so many. Just been stinging them. No chance of catching them. Such is life. All right, time to re-rig. So I was hooking and losing a lot of fish. And I checked my hook and found out that I had broken the barb off while shaving the barb, or broke the entire tip of the hook off. Which, after losing that one, who knows if that's what's happening now. Let me check again. Sometimes I'm a bit too aggressive when shaving the barb and will snap those right off. Now that's still got a hook on it. See if I can get another one. Now, as I said, we're blind casting. So we're blind casting, so I really don't know where they're at. I'm just guessing. And I'm waiting on that bobber rather than like shooting forward. I'm just waiting on it to go under. Come on. There he is. Oh my goodness. What is going on with me today? There we go. Ooh. Now I can almost guarantee that this fish is going to be hooked right in the top of the mouth. All right, let's see. Come here, bud. All right, now he's a little tangled up. Come on. He's a little tangled up, but I'll show you where he's hooked at. Right in the top of the mouth. Every time with these jigs, it's just always just right there. All right, so I spent maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes back in this little area. 20 of those 40 minutes, I was fishing with a fly that I broke the tip off the hook when I was shaving the barb and did not realize. So I was hooking a bunch of fish that there was actually nothing sharp to go into their lip. So just setting the hook, they'd flail around for a second and then get off. One of them felt super nice. It was one of those hook sets where nothing happens and you feel a little bit of a head shake and then it was gone. So that could have been a big fish. But I got a few in after I realized that and switched over. But the big river has got some water on it. It's got moving water today. This is super rare. They must have a spillway open up at the dam. So I'm going to take advantage of that and go fish the moving water, which means I'm going to be doing something different than this. This video is mostly to teach you about my favorite still water nymphing technique. So I'm not going to take you guys over there. I'm just going to put the camera away and do some fishing. But yeah, this pretty much works all over the country, dead drifting these Marabou jigs or just suspending these Marabou jigs below an indicator on 5X. That's like one of my go-to things, especially on high mountain lakes. If you've ever fished with me before, you've heard me talk about this or seen me do this. Most of my friends who are guides who I've fished with around the country who had never heard of dead drifting Marabou jigs or suspending Marabou jigs are absolutely doing it regularly now with their clients. It's just such a good and consistent technique for catching fish. And I have put fish over 24 inches in the net all over the country doing this. It's almost unbeatable for still water. So I've got some footage on my big camera fishing with these from over the years, and I'm going to show you a clip of my buddy Greg fishing. And so we're blind casting in this situation. We're just basically casting out, letting it sink, and just hoping that a fish cruises by, kind of cast into some structure. What's cool about this video is you can see Greg's indicator actually go under. You're not going to be able to see that on GoPro footage, but I was filming with my big lens. Yeah, if you give this a shot, if you catch some fish, if you have any feedback, if you just give it a try and you enjoy it, please let me know. You know, you can email me if you have any questions. I'm not super good at keeping up with my emails, but I do try. But you can absolutely comment, click subscribe, anything like that. Let me know that this video was helpful to you. I love that. I will try to link the website for the business I buy these from. They're super easy to tie yourself. But I'll try to link the exact ones that I buy from JP's Finesse or PJ's Finesse. They're a Fayetteville company and they're local to me, so of course I love to support them. But yeah, I'm gonna go fish the big river. Time's running out. I probably got an hour of daylight, so I'm gonna go take advantage of that. I hope that you guys take care, and I hope to see you on the water. Bye. So I came over to fish the big river. Switched up my technique a bit because it's moving water. I know I said the video was done, but I totally just caught a really nice fish, and I wanted to show you guys since I had a camera on me. This is about a 21, I'd say 21-inch rainbow. Just a beautiful fish too. Just big features. Just beautiful fish. That was cool. That was a nice end to the night. I was just doing like a traditional 2-nymph rig for that one, just blind casting through a riffle and stuck that one. What a cool ending to my day. Well, actually, it's not over yet. I might still get another one. I'm gonna put this camera away. I guess I'll pull it back out if anything else happens, but oh, what a cool fish. All right, so once again, I'm in the still water over here on the edge. The sun's going down. You can tell it's really dusky out here. I'm sure my sunglasses aren't helping with that, but I switched back to throwing a Marabou jig. I've been fishing the big water. Caught a really nice fish over in the moving water, put back on a jig to fish the slow water as the sun's going down because there's some fish rising over here, and just hit this beautiful rainbow. I mean, it's a nice fish too. I would give it probably 18 to 20 inches. Let's see, I think there's a marker on this net. Your nose up there, so he's pretty close to 20, maybe that's 21, I don't know. But man, what a fish. That's so cool, you know, like, I mean, today's just been such a great day. It started off really slow back in the water, in that slack water over there, but as the sun's gone down and it's kind of calmed down out here. There's no one on the river. I've just put a few really nice fish in the net. What a great day. I'm gonna let him go, put you guys underwater for this. Come here, buddy. Come on. Send him back off to the deep slow water over there. Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, now I think I really mean it. Of course we'll see, but hope you guys have a good day. Take care.